All right, so that is it. UFC Saudi Arabia is done. It's in the bag. That's a wrap, baby. And what a tremendous night of action it was. And of course, capped on with that incredible main event. Robert Whittaker gets the job done, gets the knockout in just 1 minute, 49 seconds over the very dangerous Ikram Alieskerov. Now, granted, Ikram took the fight on just a few days' notice, but he was in training camp. He was supposed to fight the week before. Got a call, flies out to Saudi Arabia because Khamzat Chimaev was injured, so he steps up. So he did a training camp, he flew to the other side of the world, granted 15-1, only one loss, great kickboxing, international master of sport and sambo and grappling, and he's a Dagestani, right? We all thought maybe this was the next coming of an Islam, of a Khabib type character, and of course it still might be, but the reality is it was just too much of a jump. Robert Whittaker tonight was absolutely lethal. Congratulations, Robert Whittaker, the Reaper, because tonight he got his first stoppage in 7 years. That is correct. Do not adjust your sets. The last time Whittaker got a stoppage, and this is not an insult, he's been fighting at the highest level, was against Ronaldo Jacare Souza, Kansas City, Missouri, 2017. So for Whittaker, it must feel amazing to not only get the job done, not only to get the win, to fly to Saudi Arabia, be the main event in the first ever fight card in Saudi Arabia, but to get the job done over a hotly touted prospect like Ikram Alieskerov, and to do it with a stunning knockout. That uppercut that he finished him with was just sensational. To get the stoppage, right? Congrats. Let's talk about that finish though. 1-2 down the pipe. Wobbles Ikram. He knows he's hurt. He goes on the hunt, but he's patient. He doesn't rush it. He doesn't go like a maniac. He throws a high kick that kind of hits the top, knocks him back down to the canvas. Ikram gets up. He's on wobbly feet. He's on shaky ground. He's trying to get away. Robert Whittaker cuts off the cage, stalks him. Boom. Beautiful uppercut. And that was it. That was all she wrote. And to be fair to Robert Whittaker, he said, listen, I don't care who the opponent is. This is all about me proving I am the best martial artist on the planet. I'm the toughest fighter on the planet. And he doesn't care about the belt. He just wants to be the best version of himself. And you know what? There's a lesson there. Robert Whittaker, take a bow. You're the absolute man. Congratulations. And Ikram Alieskerov, I highly doubt you'll see this, but if you do, you showed a lot of courage, a lot of bravery. You stepped up massively in the rankings to take on Robert Whittaker, a former champion, a man that is one of the most experienced middleweights, one of the most dangerous, and a man that's been in there with the absolute who's who. So Ikram, you still have a very long, bright future. And who knows, maybe we see you as a champion one day. So that's the main event. Co-main event, Alexander Volkov gets the job done against Sergei Pavlovich. Now, coming into this one, there was a little bit of beef because they used to train with each other. Volkov says it was a year. Sergei Pavlovich said it was about 3 years, or maybe it was the other way around. They're both Russians. They're both Pavloviches and Volkovs. It was Volkov that said 3 years. Pavlovich said 1 year. Regardless, at the weigh-ins, you might have saw Volkov was a bit pissed off. He's like, why did you take this fight? You shouldn't have done that. I thought we were buddies. I thought we were bros. But at the end of it, when all the dust had settled, Alexander Volkov was the man that got the victory. So now that's 2 in a row for Sergei Pavlovich. Of course, the last one was against Tom Aspinall for the interim belt. Got knocked out in 69 seconds. He came back. He took his time. He made sure that he was healthy. But whilst he might be physically healthy, maybe there were some psychological demons. You know, when you get knocked out like that and you're the knockout artist, you're the man that's putting everybody to sleep, that can be hard to take. And of course, because they train with each other, right, they know each other. They know what works, okay? So Volkov had a great game plan, kept him at bay, used a lot of kicks, used a varied attack. For the most part, Sergei Pavlovich was just boxing. He was looking for the one-hitter quitter, which didn't present himself. He showed a lot of heart. He showed he can go the distance and go 3 rounds at a decent pace. He showed that he can be the hammer and the nail, because he took a bit of an ass-kicking at times. He was black and blue. So was Volkov. It was a fun fight, but Pavlovich couldn't get the job done, didn't land that big shot, didn't put him to sleep, and Volkov ran away and got a decision. So well done, Alexander Volkov. I say he should fight Cyril Gane next. That'll be my shout-out. Fight before that, Kelvin Gastelum. Right, listen, Kelvin Gastelum, this fight was scheduled against Daniel Rodriguez at 170 pounds. On the Thursday, it got changed to 185 because Kelvin couldn't make weight. Right, the story was apparently he was messed around with his travel, but he wasn't. He's been in Saudi Arabia for about 2 weeks. So that tells me that he wasn't dedicated. He wasn't doing what he needed to. Or if you listen to Dominic Cruz will tell you that anybody that misses weight, that anybody does it in that kind of fashion, that is the strategy. Because Daniel Rodriguez came into the fighting meetings and he was pissed off. He's been living off lettuce and bloody, carrot shavings for the last God knows how long or whatever. Shredded carrot. There you go. That's what I said on commentary. But he's been dieting down. He looks sucked in. But he's been doing all the hard work. He's been making sacrifice. He's been going without all the carbohydrates, recovering properly, right? Burning muscle because he's training so hard and you can't take on the calories. And it looked like, and I joked about this on air, but it's true. Kelvin Gastelum looked a little soft. Looked like he'd been enjoying pasta, rice, potatoes, steaks, you name it. He's been enjoying it. He even did a little video called Missing Weight with Kelvin Gastelum. Said 3 weeks ago, I'm not going to make weight. And he didn't make weight by 15 pounds. So he should be embarrassed about that. And he did say some words on the microphone, which was nice and welcomed. And he apologized, and rightly so. But it was a fun fight. Rodriguez showed up. Rodriguez showed a lot of heart. He showed that he's got a great chin, and he showed that he's willing to stand toe-to-toe with the dangerous Kelvin Gastelum, because Kelvin was dangerous tonight. He's got a nasty left hand, that straight left. This one, it's late. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here. I'm getting on a plane soon. I know firsthand. It's fast, it's powerful, it's got knockout ability. Daniel Rodriguez took all of his best shots, carried on fighting. It was a tremendous performance, and Kelvin Gastelum got the win. But what do you do next with Kelvin, right? The company isn't going to have too much faith in him, booking him at welterweight. But he says he wants to fight at welterweight. Anyway, before that, Shara bullet. He got the job done. It was a sensational display of kickboxing. Granted, he grabbed the fence. The takedown, I think it was round 2. He stopped the takedown by grabbing the fence. The referee kind of made a mistake, but so what? We're all human. We make mistakes. I've made tons of mistakes throughout this video so far, and I'm sure you'll let me know about it in the comment section. But who cares? Glasses back on so I can see. Shara bullet, Sharupuddin Magomedov, to give him his proper name. The kickboxing is phenomenal. And once the grappling side of things catches up with the striking, my God, the middleweight division better be careful, because he will be a goddamn handful. And then opening the show, Volkan Oezdemir versus Johnny Walker. Well, Mr. No Time, right? That's Volkan Oezdemir. That's his nickname. All it took was 2 minutes, 28 seconds. Ever since Volkan Oezdemir signed with the UFC, he was always known for being extremely dangerous, right? He got a lot of knockouts. He got a quick title fight against DC. Came up short, but since then, he's fought the who's who. He's fought nothing but the best, right? And I respect that about him. And listen, sometimes he's come up short. And other times, like tonight, he has looked like an absolute world beater. He put the light heavyweight division on notice tonight. Make no mistake. Not many people go out there and knock out Johnny Walker the way that he did. Now, going back to the referees, we all make mistakes. The referee should have dived in quicker. It was a beautiful shot that Volkan rocked him with, dropped him. Johnny Walker showed that he's got a chin because he took some of those heavy shots, but you can only take so much. Boom, beautiful right hand, sits him down, and it was kind of a delayed reaction from the referee. Volkan walks over, boom, uppercut, full power to an opponent that wasn't moving. It was a sitting duck, and that turned his lights out for quite some time. But listen, nothing against Volkan Oezdemir. That is the game. That is what we signed up for. And Johnny Walker's got no issue with it either. So well done to both men, to be honest. But Volkan Oezdemir is back in style. So there's a review of the main card. I'm not going to go into the prelims. Not because they weren't good. Not because I can't be bothered. Because I got to get on a plane, okay? My bags are packed. I've got my airline ticket. And if you've seen Happy Gilmore, I just want to go home.
Time to go home there, Ball.
Son of a bitch, Ball. Why didn't you just go home? That's your home. Are you too good for your home?
Are you too good for your home? No, I'm not. I got to jump on a plane. I got to drive to the airport. We're going to fly from here to Turkey. Then we've got a little layover. Then I'm going to grab a cheeky little drink. Then I'm going to go on a 12 or 13 hour flight back to Los Angeles. Spend about 7 hours at immigration because it takes for fucking ever at LAX. It's a nightmare. And then then about an hour drive home from there. So a long, long week, a lot of travel. I was in Vegas the week before. Where was I before that? I was somewhere else. I don't even know at this point. I can't keep track. I'll be in Vegas next week for UFC 303. Filming a big show for Sky TV, so I'm excited about that. Also, we've got Power Slap on the Friday. I'll be doing some TNT Sports coverage as well around UFC 303. So busy times indeed. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed and rang the bell, then please do so right now. And yeah, that's it. Take care. Thanks for watching. Wish me a safe journey home. And you guys, all the best. Bye-bye.